have student athletes Carleigh, Wenzel, and Mackenzie Nelson in the room. Open up the floor to questions from the media. Thomas.
Third quarter, you guys shot 2 for 18, 0 for 9 from 3. Just what were they doing that was making it so difficult to get quality looks from the field?
I'd say it wasn't really them. It was more us. I think we were taking kind of the same shots. Could we have gotten a little shot happy? I think yes, but it wasn't anything that they were doing. I think we were taking open shots, stuff that we can hit and knock down. So I think that's what we did. It just happened to not fall. And, again, that's something you go back, get in the gym, keep shooting.
And then for you, Carleigh, 23 points, season high. Just what does it mean to you to have a performance like that?
I'd say it goes back to kind of stuff you go working on in the summer. Stuff I've kind of just been in the gym a lot, getting up a lot of shots. I shot a lot of threes. But, again, that's something I've been working on, trying to stay consistent with that. So, again, you go back and get back in the gym, go back to the drawing board, see what I can do different, better, and then being able to just dish out to my teammates and then be able to knock down shots makes you feel like you're putting people in the right positions. So continuing to do that.
Mike Turner, Sons of Saturday. Mackie, speaking of three, going into this season, you probably weren't necessarily a three-point shooter. Can you talk about the work you put in, and how does it feel not just to make them, but to decide to shoot them?
Yeah, I think that's half the battle, deciding to shoot them. I mean, you ask my teammates, my coaches, they want me to shoot them, so it's just the confidence to go out there and take them. I play my role, I take the open shots, and hopefully they will continue to go in.
Mackenzie, Mark Berman of the Roanoke Times, a new role for you this year, being a starter.
Mm-hmm.
How have you kind of adapted to that role, and do you kind of look at it as a kind of a reward for kind of the work you put in the off season?
Yeah, I kind of rely on my preparation. I mean, this all starts back in the spring when there's no more games, there's no film, there's no preparing for an opponent. You're working on yourself. So it started back then, getting shots up, working on my craft, and being rewarded with being a starter is awesome, and just trying to work to continue to keep that spot.
Mackenzie, you had 4 assists, and Carleigh, I think you had 10 assists for a double-double. Mackenzie, what's it been like kind of playing alongside Carleigh and kind of having, kind of 2 point guards out there this year?
It's awesome, especially in a game where they press almost probably 80% of the game. Just having 2 people to handle the basketball and knowing that she can take it up, I can take it up, just keeping the other team not knowing what we're going to do is awesome. So it's a blessing.
How would you, Carleigh, just a sign where today where you both have a bunch of assists, is that kind of showing that this is kind of working pretty well, the two of you combination?
Absolutely. I think I won the day. She won the last one. So that's something we kind of compete on, practice, games, things like that. So obviously a little bit of competition going within each other, but for the betterment of the team. I think she's somebody who I trust the ball in her hands 90% of the time if I'm the other 10%. But, yeah, it's been great. It's nice to have somebody to compete with but also feed off of.
You're competing in terms of assists or points?
Oh, yeah,
Assists.
every day. Practice game, no matter what it is.
Carleigh, you guys start really fast and then had the lull in the third quarter and then bounce back. What'd you like about how you guys kind of responded after, the ups and downs in this game?
I think just staying confident. Everybody says that basketball's a game of runs, so understanding that that's going to happen, we're going to have dips, but seeing however we can bounce back, and I think we did a good job of that today. So, again, going back, figuring out why we were so low in that third quarter, but that's not obviously something you want to come out and try to do. But everybody was aware, we knew the shots we were taking, and it wasn't anything different. It's stuff that, we work on every day, so.
Lucas Harrison, Collegiate Times. Carleigh, you had 23 points, but I think the most impressive was 8 for 9 from the stripe. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so our assistant makes us swish, specifically me and Mac. We have to go from 5 to 10 to 20 swishes a day in practice, straight free throws. And if you don't, you have consequences for that. So I'll give all credit to Coach Nay. But, yeah, it's something, again, we work on it every day. Me and Mac specifically have to do, like I said, swishes. So it's something I expect every day, and I wish it was 9 for 9, but it is what it is.
Can you talk about your defense? For much of the game, it felt like you guys had a read on their backdoor cuts and their driving off of screens. And actually, you caused numerous passes out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, it was part of the game plan. We knew that they were hot from the three-point line in the beginning of the season, and their backdoor cuts. So we had to take that away. And just knowing, we call it teeing up, just being aware. Obviously, we scouted some plays, and sometimes they just do it randomly. But coach says it all the time, ready to play. That's all it took. Ready to play, guard the three-point line, and guard their backdoor cuts, and that's how we were successful today.
Mark?
Just to clarify, was this competition for you started last year, or just doing it this year?
This year. Started official practice.
Yeah, we
First
have
day.
we have practice points in practice that they count, assists, turnovers. So it started then, and it'll continue all season.
Now, you guys just played Thursday night. What was that quick turnaround like? Were you guys getting tired there in the second half, or what was kind of did it seem any different to you having played less than 48 hours ago?
No, not at all. I mean, we have a good support staff with us. We were all in the cold tubs, hot tubs. Norma Tech. Recovery was the number one key. And practice was shorter than normal on yesterday, but just being able to pick up on the scout was the most important part of it. At the end of the day, basketball is basketball. We purposely did this game so that when we go down to the Virgin Islands, we are ready for that.
Thomas?
How important would you say that these non-conference games are to establishing the team's rhythm? This is a question for either of you.
I'll say just building confidence stuff. You kind of see the ball go through the net. You see what you're good at, see what you need to go back and work on, and it's stuff that you do every day. So, again, we watch film every day. You work on individual film, team film, individual workouts, team workouts, just stuff like that. Understanding your strengths, understanding each other's strengths, chemistry together, everything that you could possibly think of. But I think overall just building confidence and understanding your strengths and what you can continue to go work on.
Any final questions for the student athletes? All right, thank you.
Thank you.